for it.
Good morning. It's election day. Me and Corey are out here gathering cows. Gotta go find some. Going to the top of that mountain way up there. It's pretty far ride today, so good thing it's not warm or nothing. It's nice and cold. So.
Yeah, heaven forbid should our hands not be cold.
Yeah.
So Adam's got all Stony there. Stony the Mustang is probably a shirt tail relation to Luke, twice removed. And we got Henry today. So I don't know how much I'll film on the way up. It's probably just going to be a lot of lies told back and forth and some trotting. If something interesting happens though, I'll make sure and involve you guys. Other than that, we'll probably just see you up at the top of the hill. Alright, so that ridgeline that you can see behind Adam there is the ridgeline we were talking about when we were just leaving the trailer there. We've come quite a ways. There's this little shallow reservoir here, and then on the other side of it is the ridgeline. Past that ridgeline is that big canyon that we were working the bottom of last time we were here. So we've come quite a ways, and we got a ways to go yet, because where we're going is up this way a hair, and then we'll actually be behind that high ridge line there. So give you guys an idea of the country here and how far we've come and how far we got to go yet. But we'll see you up top there.
Well, this is my horse Stony. I'm the only one that's ever rode him. He's a Devil's Garden Mustang that I adopted through the BLM when he was 3, and started riding him when he was 4. Got him started. It's kind of my favorite horse, my go-to horse. He can go anywhere and do anything. He's broke to ride in a bridle now, and I only ever rode him in a hackamore, and then a 2-rein to a bridle. I never put a snaffle bit in his mouth or nothing, so he's kind of special to me. He doesn't have to wear shoes or nothing. His feet are just rock hard, and he knows where to place them and where to go. I can chase cows, I mean, on the wildest side hill where you probably shouldn't run, but I completely trust him. So he's pretty special to me. So probably to no one else, he'd just be some horse, but I don't know. I like him.
Alright, we're up on top here. It's about the highest point we're going to be today. We're just about to where we expect to find some cattle. On the far horizon, over top of where Adam's at there, is Mount Rose. Reno is in between us here. So behind Mount Rose there, from this point of view, would be Lake Tahoe. Reno's just of course at the bottom, like I said. As we look over this way, you can see into Sierra Valley, Sierraville, a little bit of Honey Lake Valley, then over there is the rest of Honey Lake Valley, and at the very, very, very furthest little white peak, I'm not sure if the camera can see it or not, but we think that that white peak is part of the Warner Mountains. And just from here, what would be the left of the Warner Mountains there would be like Madeline and Alturas. So we're up on top of the world up here again. I always enjoy riding this real high country like this. It's pretty cool to be able to see that much all at once. The cold wind's got my nose plugged off too. It's chilly up here this morning for sure. Alright, We got some cows there, some cows down lower there. What's the plan, Adam?
I don't know yet. They're gonna go down the hill somewhere.
We got a fence here.
They're on the wrong side. So.
They're on the wrong side of the fence, so might be gathering back to this spot right here. There's a gate right there we just rode through. Gonna survey the situation and come up with a better plan. That's our plan. We're gonna plan to plan. Alright, so I'm gonna end up taking these cows right here and the ones over on this side hill down through this canyon here. Adam's gonna help me get them started, and then we're gonna end up down in the bottom, because the ranch is at the bottom right there. We're gonna end up down in the bottom there somewhere, somehow. But we'll see. Well, that bunch is walking through the fence right there. Apparently something's been hard on the fences up here. We're not entirely sure we have a set plan yet. Well, I think Adam's gathering them cattle on the far side over there. I'm still trying to make sure I'm not leaving nothing behind over here. Henry's trying not to tip over. Kind of steep, kind of rocky. I don't see nothing else that way. I'm gonna try and get everything to mother up here. Those cattle are trying to beat Adam on that high line there. This old girl's trying to beat me across here. Some calves running ahead of her. Calves need to turn around. Try and take everything out that way. It's gonna be the easiest. Cattle won't go in a straight line down a steep hill like this. It just don't work. So we'll get around them and try and bring them out that way. And these girls are trying to leave this way. Hey, hey, if you're lost, you shouldn't lead, stupid. All right, trying to stay ahead. Girls up high too. Kind of go in short bursts and give my horse a breather. Go on, girls. Hey! 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 Go on, girls. Okay, so our cows, instead of going down or rimming around that way, you can't beat them in this country. I mean, you just can't. You'd kill yourself and your horse and break your saddle, and then your wife wouldn't have anything to sell to the pawn shop, and it's just a bad deal to try and beat cattle in this steep a country. But anyways, they're circling around that way to that dark spot on the hill over there. I hope the camera can see that. That's a water trough and a spring and all that. Adam's straight across the hill from me. He's got some cattle trailing into there also. So we're gonna meet over there and probably go back the long way past the reservoir and all that like we rode up, versus straight down this canyon, because that's the ranch right there. So in this kind of country, the short way is probably the long way, and the long way is probably the short way. So we're gonna take it as it comes here. I think everybody that spends any decent amount of time cowboying on the deserts has at some point or another, whether they admit it or not, tried to go in a straight line with cattle somewhere, like straight down the canyon to the ranch as an example. I did it, and it just does not work. You will run yourself into the ground 10 times before you get cattle down that. You know, if we had one cow and one calf or something like that that, you know, couldn't really split and string us out, you might try it. You probably get away with it. But with this number of cattle, you wouldn't have stood a snowball's chance in hell of having it work right. So it's just a lesson that every cowboy's got to learn. I learned it the hard way, and most of us do. So today the long way is the short way, and that's usually the case. Alright, some of ours went through a hole in the fence, so I'm staying on this side. We're going to get up to that gate right here and push these through that gate and join up and make one bunch out of this mess. I don't know, you guys might have realized it by now, I forgot to tell you, but I left Ollie home today. He's still a bit sore, so I knew today was going to be a long day, and that he'd been helped, that's for sure, but it wasn't one of those days that I knew where his help would be crucial. So I hurt his feelings. You guys can be mad at me if you want, but Ollie stayed home today. Hey, Dum Dum. There you go. Alright, Adam's leaving us with this bunch of cows. He's gonna go try and get some more stirred up. We might see him before the end of the day, or we might not. It's okay. These girls know where they're going. They've been here a few years. We're just gonna try and not get in their way, essentially. Well, we're still just trailing down the hill here. This bald face is kind of a little different, but everything's going pretty good. I like it when cows line out and walk. Right down below us there is the reservoir where I talked to you guys on the way up. Go on, calf. Keep up with your mother. So. Go on, girls. Hey. Go on, bald face. So for anybody that's never seen how troughs work out in the middle of the desert, there's a spring up above us somewhere, and it's got a spring box in it. And a spring box is any form of container with a whole bunch of little holes in it, which allows water in and keeps the solids out. So that collects the water, and then it's gravity fed to the troughs where it's coming in right here. Then on that side of the trough, at the top of it, is that pipe leading out. Trough fills up to that level, flows out into that pipe and down to that trough, and keeps going. As long as you have a downhill run, you can string out a lot of troughs over a long distance because gravity never fails. So pretty simple, pretty efficient, relatively low maintenance. Every now and then you do need to replace some lines, or something will freeze and bust, or you have to replace troughs because people come and shoot them. The troughs are a lot of fun to shoot, apparently. But you can take, like, this is a pretty good spring. I mean, it's flowing water outside of what's in the troughs. But you can take a little spring that doesn't flow that much water, put a system in like this, and the ability to collect that water and keep it makes a pretty good difference in the availability of that water. I won't say it necessarily will water more cattle or more wildlife, but it makes that water more available to them. I'm sure there's university studies and all that on whether it improves the number. Henry, would you pay attention to where your feet are going? To where it improves the numbers or doesn't, or something like that. But pretty common system. Ice on the creeks. It's a chilly one. Well, they kind of spread out and aren't traveling near as nice as they were. I wish I had Ollie right now, but I don't, so that's that. Go on, girls. Huh! got them lined out again. Hopefully they'll travel good and not try and fan out and stop again like that. They probably will. They'll probably fight me going up the hill out of the reservoir here. They usually do. But we'll see. Alright, they act like their feet are set in concrete here. I'm just trying to kind of get them lined out to where they just walk along the edge of the water here. And they act like they forgot how to walk. Because they're cows. The lead cow's thinking about finding that road over there. I sure hope she just take off and walk to it. It'd make life easier. Alright, so they got kind of a road beat down right here, and the lead cows just hit it. They want to trail out on it, and that's just excellent if they do. If they'll squirt right up this little hill here, it'll make my life way easier. Last year we had, I think, 4 cowboys and a couple dogs, and man, it was an absolute fight to get a bunch up that hill. That was a lot more than 15 pair, but I know what that little hill can be. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, they're kind of trying to start falling apart right here at the bottom of the hill, but where we found them was, there's 2 ridges there. I don't know if the camera will show it as 2, but we found them just on the back side of the first ridge. Basically, we were crawling around where that furthest ridge falls off. That's the side hill we were on over there. And then we followed them on the back side of this low ridge, down through that canyon, through that low saddle, and around the edge of the lake. Just to give you guys an idea. I better go bump these leads up that road. You gotta watch where you put your feet, hen. Well, we're going up the hill pretty well. We'll see how it develops here. Hopefully it'll just keep going nice like this. Oh, Bronco face, your calf is dumb and you're dumber. Or bald face, rather. Our road's gonna curl right back around there, and that'll drop us down into that big canyon with a gate at the bottom. That gate at the bottom is the end goal for today with these cows, I believe. We're quite a ways from there yet, but we're a lot closer than we were a few hours ago. So. Funny, sometimes you get to spots and the cattle are just like, oh yeah, let's go. Don't know why, but they do. Kind of like it when they do. Makes progress that way. dropping into the very top of that big canyon. The rest of the bunch is on this trail down around ahead of me. Hopefully from here, pretty smooth sailing. Should be. Sorry if I've sniffled my nose a bunch today, guys. This cold wind really has it running. I hope the footage isn't all just windy sounding. I think I might have to try and edit it on my software, or figure out how anyways. I guess I can figure that out. Keep walking, sister. It's the only way down. See, way across the canyon, about even with us. See a couple shitters. For those that have never heard that term, it's just a kind of a slang nickname for the feral horses. And you call them that because the studs, they poop in one pile. You end up with this great big pile of horse poop. So there you go, sis. That road might be easier walking, maybe not. Not in a hurry now. That doesn't mean we can stop, Hen Hen. Now my leads are probably going to go up, try to get a drink out of that spring and water troughs and all that. That's fine. I'll get them. They're not going to climb out of here very fast. They've covered some ground today, so their ambition to be extra dumb is probably pretty low. Fortunately, I've been able to keep it fairly easy on Henry, so I got quite a bit of horse left if I need it. Which I hope I don't. Airplane. We got one cow over there, thought she was smart, and the rest of them are curving around the right way here. And make sure they all kind of drop down that way, and we'll make a little swoop out and grab that pair that went up that way. Go on, sister. Hey, hey. Do you want a drink, Hen? Henry seems to really like the water on this place. I don't blame him. It's probably pretty good water. You know, if a guy knows where the spring box is at, or he finds it, either way, and he checks inside that spring box for make sure nothing's crawled in there and died, or you know, anything like that, most of the time, and this isn't advice, so don't go drinking any water you find, but most of the time a guy can drink this water. But if you go drink water you find in the desert and get yourself sick, it's on you, it's not on me. Let me put it this way, if I was dying of thirst and got to those troughs, I'd get to find the spring box up there if I could. Check it for dead stuff, make sure there's nothing weird, no odors, no bad taste to the water, nothing like that. It'd probably save you. But that's not advice again, because you can get real sick from contaminated water. Real sick. My cattle are moving down slow. I think I just heard cattle up above me here, so I might go for a look-see. Aha. You told on yourself. You got a calf? Is your calf down there? Were you one of ours? Huh? Where's your calf? Hey, sister. Shh, shh, shh. You got a baby calf here, or what's your deal? There's some afterbirth or something hanging. I don't think you've dropped a calf. You're still full-sided looking. Why don't you go down, follow them cows down there, sister? She has that calf. I'd rather have it down there. She wants up that way awfully bad. She might have just had a little calf up there and got him bedded down. I'll leave her back and let Adam know. She can go find her calf that way. What, you want another drink? Okay. Huh. A couple hanging out in the canyon, but they can go too. So I got a message from Adam. He's down at the bottom already, so we're just gonna keep plugging along and we'll be at the bottom shortly too. Well, I thought I'd stretch my legs a little bit. Give Henry a break. I see Adam's coming up the canyon here.
Ah!
Hi, Stony. Well, Adam gathered another little bunch. Had them down here, so bunches are together now. We're just pushing them down the canyon. We're just about there. It's a good thing too. Sun goes down fast this time of year. What's that?
It's almost 3 o'clock, you know? We don't much past 3 o'clock here.
No.
It's like the bear ants, like
You end up in the shadow and it gets cold fast. Yep.
people don't realize how if you're outside and the temperature drops, like how much energy it just like.
Yeah, you just want to sol up. Huh.
Hey!
Go on, dummy. Get back with your mother. Good thing is our gate is right there. Is it open?
Yeah.
Nice. Come on, Kevy. Couple hundred more yards and you can rest all night there. Huh. Well, there's our gate. Come on, Cap. Huh. Well, for as far as they came, really made pretty good time. Alright, well, they're where they need to be now. I think that's that for the day. We'll double check with Adam. Well, not quite as many as you wanted today, huh?
Close enough.
Yeah. Yep, some of them came quite a ways down here.
I think we got it clean, so that's all that matters. So we got just about all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, the high country up there looked pretty clean. So, anyways, we're just gonna head for the truck and go get warm. So, appreciate you guys riding along, and as always, comment any questions or anything like that, or comment just to say hi to Adam or talk smack. Either way, I mean, you're more than welcome to do that.
Yeah. Go ahead, try it.
Alrighty guys, we'll see you on the next one.